Good evening, everybody. Welcome back here to CRN. Little hop skip away from Kansas on over to Texas for the Demon Truck Series here at Texas Motor Speedway. 1.46 miles in race length. Then you have a 78-degree track temp, 78-degree weather with a 2-mile-an-hour wind. It's a little bit foggy out here at Texas Motor Speedway. It's going to be a little bit different, though. The new Texas kind of runs like the newer Kentucky. 1 and 2, you got to really lift and get a lot of speed off the truck. 3 and 4, you're pretty much almost full throttle, and just because you can't be full throttle doesn't mean you should. So tire wear going to come into play here tonight, but nonetheless, qualifying done and over with. Going to go ahead and bring up our grid here tonight. It's going to be Eddie Baker in P1, Kevin Coleman in second, Mike White in third, Gary Smith in fourth, Randy Schuler in fifth, Justin Potts in sixth, Jordan Polly in seventh, Jeff Lemire in eighth, Bryson Colwell in ninth, Justin Osterman in 10th, Jay Monin in 11th, Kerry Cleaver in 12th, 13th is going to be Ryan Sizemore, 14th, Robert Gillard, 15th, Jeff No, 16th, Charles Whitehead, 17th, Hunter Bogdan, 18th, Mark Robinson Jr., 19th, TJ Handley, 20th, Curtis Rogers, 21st is going to be Cliff Koravu, and 22nd is going to be Mike Sabanowski. Drivers getting ready to come on out here, get ready to go on down and see what these drivers can do. They're going to start off with the pit road entry, Dash for Cash being involved here tonight. Mike White being one of those drivers, as we'll get a rear chase camera. So pretty much any driver that has the Dash for Cash banner on their truck are going to be one of the Dash for Cash drivers. So it's going to be Mike White being one of the Dash for Cash drivers. Bryson Colwell being another one. I believe Jeff Lemire, no. Justin, J. Monin, Kerry Cleaver. Trying to see who all Dash for Cash drivers are. Mark Robinson, TJ Handley, Curtis Rogers, Cliff, and Mike Sabanowski. So those two drivers not making their way on out. But nonetheless, still going to be a great race out here tonight. Is everybody getting rounded on up here tonight? Timing tower up and Adam here for the initial start. We'll go ahead and hide that little timing tower. Everybody on out here, look at about 20 trucks on the starting grid here tonight. But it's going to be Eddie Baker driving these drivers to the green flag. Going to go ahead and go up to Barney the flagman. He's got the green flag in his hand. Come to the Geico restart zone. We are underway for the first lap out of 116 here underway at Texas. Going into turn number 1 and 2. So going to be side by side through the field. Charles Whitehead, forgetting where he was out there on the track, going to smack the wall. Take it all the way back down in turn number 1 and 2. Everybody still side by side. Eddie able to get clear for the first part of this race. Second and third going to be side by side battling in on out. Off turn number 4, it's definitely going to be Eddie Baker, but here comes Gary Smith. Down to the inside of that number 3 machine, going to give him a little bit of a door touch. Nothing too major. Down in turn number 1 and 2, going to be side by side for the race lead. Gary Smith looking to make it to the race lead. He's going to be able to take it on over from Eddie Baker. A lot of the trucks hitting the wall coming up off of the corner here tonight, and we are under our first yellow flag of the night. We'll go ahead and go back and look at this CRN replay. The 8, Hunter Bogdan down there at the bottom of the racetrack, gets a little bit loose. Wonder if he overcorrects at all. He does. He's going to hit the inside wall. Slide back up into the number 1 machine. Yard sales all over the racetrack. Is everybody trying to dip and dodge, and Hunter hitting that inside wall. Not the way you wanted to have your race start, as we're back under caution once again. .116 laps is the distance. Going to get these drivers back to double file and to get them back underway. Randy Schuler happened to have an issue. I'm not sure what happened to him. Going to go ahead and you can see what happened to driver the number 31. See what happens here. Oh, he just blinks out. Oh, he's back. Okay. Yeah, having a little bit of connection issues in the number 31. With a little bit of blinking coming from the number 31 camp. Two drivers with a dash for cash banners on their trucks. 47 and the number, what number is Kevin or Mike White, which is truck number 19. Believe pace car going to allow these drivers to get double filed. Pace lights are off. We're going to go back green racing and next time by. Jordan Polly, last week's winner. Or no, it wasn't. He didn't win last week. Forgot last week was Bristol, not Watkins Glen. But nonetheless, pace car going to dip off in a pit lane this time by. Going to bring these drivers back through the gears. And we are back underway here. Gary Smith will like to take the outside. He's going to get a beautiful run to that outside. He's going to be clear going into turn number 1 and 2. Then you got the two teammates, Eddie Baker and Kevin Coleman, bringing these drivers to the green flag. Going to be nose to tail. Jordan Polly down to the inside of Mike White. He's going to be able to take over P number 4. One of the more aggressive drivers out there on the racetrack, is there's going to be a caution in the back. A couple of drivers touching and collecting the outside wall and coming on back. Let me go ahead and go back to a quick CRN replay. See what happens to Ronnie Sizemore being the recipient of all of this. And the number 33 machine, he's going to get tagged by Robert Gillard, who hits the wall yard sale for the number 33 machine of Ryan Sizemore. The 4 getting involved as well in that Premier Racing Setups number 4 Toyota Tundra. Not the way that Ryan Sizemore wanted to start tonight, but It is Texas. Just gotta have everybody find their groove and get back to green flag racing. Seven laps into this Texas race. Drivers under pace laps getting ready to go back to green flag racing. If these drivers can get the tires warmed up to where they can run side by side, we should be able to be good to go. It's going to take a little bit of patience by a lot of these drivers and conservativeness for these drivers as well to get up and through the gears and get these trucks up to speed. Pace car down into turn number 3 and 4. Still has the lights on, so we're going to do another lap around before they do any type of doubling on up and getting the green flag. race car down into pit lane this time by 8400. Going to bring these drivers back to the green flag. We are underway. As the top two got a beautiful start going down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be side by side. Eddie Baker not going to be able to get clear. He's going to be up on the outside. Kevin Coleman going to go ahead and lift just a little bit. He's going to get a little bit of a tag for the number 57 of Jordan Polly, saying, come on, man, let's go. Got to get ourselves up to the front. But making it work where they need to make it work. Eddie Baker with the race lead. And especially with Texas. So a bit of no man's land up there towards the top. But they're all able to make it work. Front two going to be down there. Jordan Polly all the way up the racetrack. No man's land. He's going to follow back a couple of different spots. Jordan Polly falling all the way back down to P number 7. Look like Jay Monin almost slid up into the number 57. Driver of the number 57. And Jordan Polly still losing a lot of spots back here. As we are on our first big green flag run. Jordan Polly just not able to get down to the inside. She's going to get passed by the number 1. Oh, Jordan Polly coming down in front of the 25. Big caution out here tonight. Not sure what Jordan Polly was thinking. Maybe he thought that he was clear, but evidently he was not clear. Going to go ahead and go back to a quick CRN replay. Slow it on down. He's on the outside. Well, he is clear. But the bigger arc that he had just came down in front of the number 25. And in this situation, the 25 turned up the racetrack to get out of his way, ended up spinning him all the way back on around. The 4 getting involved. That's going to end the 4's night. 47 going to get involved as well. Yard sale for the number 40, or for the 4 and the 47. Jordan Polly just not having a good couple weeks. Making everybody angry, getting involved in wrecks. Just not the way that he wanted to see that happen. While we're watching that, something happened with Mark Robinson here. Going to see what happened to the number 4 machine. He just stopped and came to a went into the pits. 57 and 54 going down into pit lane this time by. So Jordan Polley not electing to take his fast repair, just going to get all the damages fixed on that machine. Could be, proven wise for a lot of these drivers. Again, caution coming out due to Jordan Polley coming on down the racetrack. The higher the arc you take into turns number 3 and 4, if you leave that bottom, if you show the bottom open at all, everybody, without a doubt, is going to take that run into the corner. Can't really put anybody at fault there. Just going for a hole that ended up closing right at the last second. Eddie Baker electing to take the outside once again. Kevin Coleman down to the inside. Two teammates. Doing what they can to make everything happen. Pace car going to bring these drivers back to green flag racing. Hopefully we can get some green flag laps under our belt here. If you guys were watching along with the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series, they just had a race at Kansas. 107 laps, green flag to checkered. Green flag back out on the racetrack. Eddie Baker getting a beautiful start on Kevin Coleman, kind of leaving him in the dust, caught him sleeping. It was going to be Eddie Baker with the race lead. Gary Smith following closely behind Kevin Coleman. Kevin Coleman leaving that bottom lane open. Gary using all of the racetrack, even the apron, to try to find a run around Kevin Coleman. Is not able to do so. Going to be side by side going into turn number 1. Eddie Baker leading this field. A little bit too high, almost up into the wall, goes to number 65 and the number 00. Kevin Coleman all over the back bumper of that that number 3 machine of Gary Smith. Gary Smith down to the inside on Eddie Baker. Thought maybe there was going to be a little bit of contact, but no. Those two drivers respectfully keeping it clean. Ooh, Kevin Coleman getting into the apron a couple times. Going to get himself sideways. Justin Osterman into the number 35, Mullet Militia. Mullet from Cletus McFarland looking to make his way up to the front. Currently sitting at P number 4 out here on the racetrack. Oh, the 3 hard to the outside wall. Knocked it down at Texas. We need a new wall off of turn number 2. And Gary Smith's going to lose a lot of positions there. Might have something broke in the right front. Truck is definitely not running how it was when it first started. So the 35 able to make his way up to P at number 3. As we are now under green flag conditions, side by side, a little bit of Door rubbing there. Couldn't even fit a piece of paper between the 65 and 35. '65 going to dive it hard. Oh, net killer hard to the outside wall. Caution, the flag is out. 65 just went to the shadow realm. We're going to go back here and see what happened to the number 65. You'll see it here. 65 just couldn't get down to the inside. Right at the last second, they hooked together, and there's the net killer that I was talking about. The 65 would go hard to the outside wall, Michael McDowell style. Front end off, yard sale completely for the number 65. Everybody able to get on around the 65, I do believe. Oh, the 19 getting involved with Bryson. He's able to keep it straight. Some more damaged pieces of race car flying on down the racetrack. Jordan Polly getting on out of the way. And the 65, Curtis Rogers, just not having the best night of his life out here at Texas. While we are under our third caution of the race, we're actually going to see if there's anybody out there that wants to come up into the broadcast booth. Let's see here. I'm only getting 3 drivers, so well, I think maybe we can move him on over here. Broadcast booth.
Who the hell is this?
Gonna bring in the driver of the number 51. That's going to be Charles Whitehead. Charles, this is Dylan of the CRN broadcast booth. You got a copy.
I got you.
Well, kind of scared you, bringing you out of your element there. You know, obviously you wanted to be by yourself and be kind of quiet, but, you know, Texas, it's your home track.
Yeah.
You know, you're always good at Texas, you and your sons. You guys pride yourself at being really good at Texas. But what it's going to take to get that number 51 machine to stay on the lead lap and to possibly be up towards the podium position here tonight?
Right now, just trying to save tires and fuel, and later on try to work my way to the front.
Well, you know, Charles, you know, me and you, we've ran with each other quite a lot. We both know each other's driving style, and ever since you upgraded to your wheel and pedals and all that, you've actually become a lot more better. And, you know, just trying to find your groove, find your way up towards the front. Obviously, you're sitting back towards the back, which is mighty fine. I mean, you know, you're staying out of most of the trouble out there anyways. But, you know, what I don't know if you've been able to look, but what's approximately the fuel run for these trucks here before you possibly see green flag pit stops?
28, 29 laps before, but the tires don't fall off very much.
Yeah, I mean, you know, after 4 or 5 laps, you're going to go back under yellow flag conditions. So, I mean, you know, you're going to save a little bit more tire wear. And obviously, you know, you being from Texas, you get to see this track be ran firsthand. So, you know, obviously, you want to show up and show out for the Texas natives out there, get the race win out here. But I think in your mind, I don't think you're going for race wins. I think you're going for most consistent finishes.
Yeah, I'm just going for consistency, and if I get a win, that's great. Just try to keep up, move on up in the points.
All right, Charles, we're going to go ahead and let you get back up there and put you back in your own little room. And right. Maybe we'll be able to talk to you later here tonight.
Tip 4.
All right, that's going to be Charles Whitehead in the number 51 machine. Pace car light's going to go off. We're going to go ahead and go on the back here and look at Mr. Charles Whitehead's number 51. There it is. He's on back here. He's got a little bit of damage on that number 51 machine. Where's mine? He's got a little bit of damage on that number 51 machine, but nonetheless, still making it to where he needs to be. Well, pace car going to bring these drivers back to the green flag. Robert Gillard actually going to be on the front row. It's going to be Eddie Baker with the race lead. As everybody went down into the pit lane, new front row was going to be Eddie Baker. Getting him back to the point, he's got the 00 of his teammate Kevin Coleman right behind him, going to bring up the leaderboard. And there we go. Going to go ahead and bring up the track map for everybody out there that likes having the track map up. There we go. We got the track map on. And definitely going to see what these drivers can do as there's two wide battling around this whole entire circuit. We're just going to put it on exciting and see where it takes us here. 31 almost getting into those numbers 24. Or 64, excuse me. With Jeff No and that number 55 machine has got Ryan, or just passed down on his inside. Bryson Colwell having a little bit of issues there. I believe these drivers have a stage break. Not sure where it's at in the race. But here comes Jordan Polly. He's got to work his way up to the front. Kerry Cleaver, he's going to go all the way up to the top. No man's land, especially here at Texas. Charles Whitehead looking to make it three-wide going into turn number 3 and 4. Doesn't. And Jordan Polly making a 2-for-1 special around TJ Handley as well. Lap number 32 out of 116, and I think it's about time that we give you guys our first little bit of You Love to Hear. Pit stops were underway. Everybody got through their pit stops, got everything they needed done for the time being. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that first. You love to hear it. Pit stops are ensuing down there on the racetrack, but nonetheless, everybody doing what they need to do to get themselves into position to potentially lead at the end of the stage. We got Kevin Coleman in P number 2, then you got Eddie Baker with the race lead. We're going to go back to an exciting review here tonight. Randy Schuler, the number 31, and then the 55 of Jeff No coming on out of pit lane. Hopefully everybody is enjoying tonight's race. We're on lap number 56 out of 116. Out here on the race, or 54, excuse me, 2 laps ahead, sorry. 54 out of 116 laps. First start of the race was a little bit of a disaster, but we have turned it out to be turns out that we can run a green flag laps. Stage break, get ready to come up here momentarily, get these drivers back to double file, get them regrouped, and start our second of last stages. And then a little bit of a dash to the end of the race. Dash for cash drivers in here tonight. Bryson Caldwell, Kevin White, I believe others. I can't remember who all had them just because they don't have the banners on, so I can't remember who. But able to make it happen. Jeff Noah looking getting passed by Jordan Pauly on that inside. Jordan Pauly making quick and light work of the number 55 machine. So move Jordan Pauly on up to P number 7. Jordan Pauly on a mission right now, going all the way up to P number 6. Still has a long way to go to catch up with number 84. As the 84 is getting ready to go on start number 3. The 55 is in P number, or is in coming out of turn number 2. Still a little bit of a longer race left to go as we are under our next caution flag. I believe that is going to be our stage of the race. Everybody looks to keep it on going. But nonetheless, everybody's still able to make it happen here tonight. Stage is done and over with. It is going to get everybody lined back on up with the pace truck and bring these drivers back to where they were. And they will get themselves back under green flag conditions. I heard somebody get in the broadcast booth and then bounce on out. I'm not sure where they had it went. What'd he do? Charles Whitehead up on the front row with Kevin Coleman on his inside. I want to apologize for taking a little bit of a getting away from the microphone. Was talking to some people about the tornadoes that touched down in Michigan here tonight, but back to green flag racing we go as a 31 in that Milwaukee Brewers machine, number 31 of Randy Schuler, makes his way around the racetrack, looking to go down to the inside of Jeff No, not going to be able to be there. But they're going to be 3 wide. Jordan Pauly making it 3 wide. He's going to come out with the race lead. Move that number 57 Flow Racing Machine up to P number 1. And Kevin Coleman trying to battle back on that outside. He's there. Jordan Pauly not going to let it go easily. Is going to pinch him down on exit. Jordan Pauly really going to use him up. Charles Whitehead getting a little bit loose, coming out of the corner. These two, no love lost. 00 Kevin Coleman pinching him down on the corner. Going to ruin his exit. Kevin Coleman going to get credited for leading that lap by an inch. But here comes Justin Potts in the number 38 machine. And here comes Jeff Noah in the number 55. Top 4 under Blanket. Jordan Polley slowly but surely moving his way up the racetrack. Not giving Kevin Coleman enough room. But here we go once again. Kevin Coleman battling back on that outside to give that lap lead to Jordan Polley. Still side by side. Kevin Coleman really getting close. Jordan Polley getting even closer. Lap number 66 out of 116. Still going to be side by side for the race lead. Kevin Coleman going to do a little bit of a crossover. Jordan Polley going to go down to block. As Jordan Polley hits the apron, he's going to slide up the racetrack. Kevin Coleman giving him a little bit of a bump. But nothing is lost there as Jordan Polley drops it all the way down to the inside. Makes Justin Potts pass on the outside. And Jordan Polley going to try to get back up to the front row and get himself back in contention to win the race. But we have a caution out on the racetrack. As I believe it involves TJ Hanley. We're going to go ahead and work back on here. TJ Hanley in the number 80 machine, up 6 positions. Hunter Bogdan right in front of him, got a little bit loose. You're seeing there right before we started slowing it on down. TJ Hanley. Get a different camera angle here. Through turns 3 and 4 is going to get a little bit loose. Maybe, I don't know. No, he doesn't get loose coming out of the corner. Hunter maybe hit the wall. So TJ taking a abrasive maneuver, going down into the grass. Oh, there's wreck up in front. So let's rewind this. I believe the number was 3. So we'll go ahead and watch the 3 machine getting net coated by the number 84. 35 is going to go up into the outside wall. He's going to get tagged by the number 35. Eddie Baker able to get around that. He's going to tag the wall even harder. And then is just going to put it to a stop up that outside wall. So that's why we've seen TJ Hanley go through the grass. As we are under another yellow flag condition. So far, it looks like Coleman is back up to P at number 1. Justin Potts in second. Jordan Polly in third. It got that luck of the caution there. So he will be able to get back up there and try to battle for the race lead.
Date is May 6, 2024. Midnight Ram.
Pace lights going to be off of the pace truck this time. And we'll be back to racing here once we get out of turn number 3 and 4. Excuse me. Kevin Coleman just spots go to the green. These drivers to the green flag. Jordan Polly got caught sleeping on the restart there. But nonetheless, going to be able to get alongside of the number 38 THD Designs. He's going to go ahead and power on around the number 38. He's going to put himself back up to P at number 2. Everybody able to make it on around one more time as they're doing whatever they can. Like I said, Texas is like another Kentucky, just kind of backwards. Kentucky 1 and 2, you can pretty much be wide open full throttle with a little bit, maybe like a little bit of a burp in the throttle just to keep the truck down. I think Kentucky 3 and 4 is where you got to apply the little bit of the brake really out of the throttle, whereas at Texas you're really out of the throttle in turns number 1 and 2, and you're pretty much wide open in 3 and 4. So it's Kentucky just backwards, pretty much the exact same as you would have raced there at Kentucky. As drivers trying to get on around. Lap number 76 out of 116. Come around to take 40 laps to go. And Jordan Polly down to the inside. Thought about doing the outside, but Kevin Coleman taking the outside away. Jordan Polly down to the inside. He's going to retake the lead over the 00 machine. Kevin Coleman going to drop all the way back down to P number 3. Justin Potts going to take over P number 2. But he's going to battle back on the outside. Here comes Kevin Coleman. Back to the race lead. Jordan Polly seen that 3-wide maneuver coming from Justin Potts. Went down the stairs to block. And he does. And they are all but neck and neck throughout this field. Pay attention to the gap up here, but looking like Eddie Baker looking to make it 3 wide on Jeff No, but he didn't do it. He backed out. Wants to live to race another day. Is there going to be 3 wide? Jeff No not going to back out of this situation. He's going to make it 3 wide. The 35 and the 19, the 3 wide in turn number 1 could be disastrous. Eddie Baker going to be there to take the momentum away. Those three going to get together. They're going to be able to save it. Not sure how they did it, but they made it work. He's back up front. Kevin Coleman on his outside. Kevin Coleman will give him... No. Jordan Polley leading that lap. Kevin Coleman really making Jordan Polley work for this. Give that lap to Kevin Coleman. Kevin Coleman going to pinch him down. Jordan Polley not going to get all the way down to the apron where he normally wants to be. That's going to allow Justin Potts to try to get a run, but another big block from the number 57. 57 playing a dangerous game with all that blocking. He's going to take out the 00. Jordan Polley not making any friends out there. Does not care. As we have a caution on the racetrack, we'll go ahead and go back and rewatch the incident between the 00 and the... So we're going to watch it from Kevin Coleman's angle. Going down into turn number 3 and 4 is where we're going to see this. Then we'll jump on back to the actual wreck. I think maybe it'll involve or be around Kevin Coleman. Getting on down in here. He goes down into the corner. And Jordan Polley just putting his nose in. He kind of slides up. Coleman doesn't really... Yeah, net code started the whole thing, and Jordan Polley just ended up getting there as well. Kevin Coleman able to keep it straight. Going to get into the number 31, Randy Schuler. He's going to put himself into the outside wall. Both of those drivers going to be involved. Randy's going to go down into the inside. Everybody taking advantage maneuvers. But that's going to do it for that. As they're going into pit lane this time by. It'll be 26 laps to go. About 24 to go. Well, hold on. 36. Be 30 laps to go, excuse me. Possibly when we take the green flag. If they go green on lap number 86. Jordan Polley still in the pit lane. Right, get ready to come back to green here at Texas on lap number 87. Justin Potts, Eddie Baker, top row. Green flag back on out here for the number 84. He's going to get a great run. Jeff Rowe. Jeff No getting caught up behind the number 38 machine, not getting a great launch. Saw about that number 38 machine, it takes a while for him to get back up to speed, but once he does, he's pretty lightning quick. 57 of Jordan Polley coming back on out on the racetrack. I believe he had to serve a 1-lap penalty. With that, he got all of his damage fixed. As he is not a lap down, he actually took the time to fix all of his damage. Is Eddie Baker with the race lead here on lap number 88. Justin Potts getting spun around. You're under caution. We'll go ahead and go back to a quick CR replay. See what happened to the number 38 machine. Eddie Baker with a big run down to the inside. Did the corner the way. Oh, whoa, that was weird. Let me go ahead and back that on up here really quick. We'll actually play it by play. We'll go to a nose camera on Eddie Baker's machine, and we'll play it nice and slow here. So Justin Potts getting a little bit loose. Oh yeah, net code between the 38 and the 84 on corner exit. So, I mean, nothing, you can't really put the blame on anybody. I mean, obviously, net code is predictive coding to bring, you know, basically what that code is, you know that they're going to make contact, and yeah, well, that's pretty much what it's going to be. His caution flag is back on out here.
is a living legend. His name is Aaron, and he was born with spina bifida, which is a birth defect of the spinal cord. What the fuck is this thing? Anybody? You got me? What the hell is this? We're fighting. I can't suck it.
Pitch truck bringing these gentlemen back on around. Getting ready to go back green here. With 24 laps to go. In the Geico restart zone, we're back to racing. That caution benefiting Jordan Polly as he's back on up to P number 4. Already making it 3 wide going into turn number 1 on cold tires. Tell you, that kid, he may be aggressive, and look at that. Just possible to go all the way up to the top. He's going to try to take over P number 1 or P number 2. Jordan Polly up to P number 2. Try to chase down Mike White with 22 laps to go. Jordan Polly back to the front of the field and leading here at Texas. Mike White looking to try to make it around at the number 57 of Jordan Polly. Jordan Polly with the race lead, but we have yet another yellow flag out here on the pit lane. I believe it involves the number 35, maybe? Take a look. Back here. The R3 wide. Charles Whitehead gets tagged. 35 in 51 and 31. 35 overcorrects. Up into Ryan Sizemore, gets on by. Justin Osterman ends up sliding it into pit lane. Finally locks him on down. No damage for the number 35 machine. Yes. You're not going to text me back. 17 laps to go. Under caution once again. I want to apologize for the outburst I had about having somebody text me back. I thought intrusive thought, just had to say it out loud, I guess. But nonetheless, Jordan Polley making his way back up to the front row. Then you have the man Gary Smith back to P number 2. This is going to be fun. And it's still going to be a lot of racing left, like Barry in the chat said. Still lots of racing left. But nonetheless, everybody doing what they need to do to get up and through the field. Pace car going to bring these drivers back to green flag as they're doubled up. Jordan Polley elects to take the inside of Gary Smith on that out. Restart games and gamesmanship. Where is he going to go? He's going to go right on away. He's going to get a big shot for the number 80 machine of TJ Handley. Going to be side by side. Gary Smith working his way back up to the front row after not being up here for the majority of the race. 15 laps left here at Texas. These two drivers had a little bit of a run-in last week at Bristol. But was able to make everything happen. As they are 4 wide going it down the backstretch. Not sure. Well, they got it all figured out going into turn number 1 and 2. Or 3 and 4, I should say. But man, oh man, 4 wide at Texas. Guess we can say that we've seen it all. The flag is out here tonight. As I'm gonna go ahead and go back and see what happened. Not seeing anything on. I believe it was Jay Logan. I'm gonna go ahead and rewind this, see what happened to the number 08 machine. I believe it is on him, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, look at the chase camera. And see what happened. Kevin Coleman down to his inside. Both kind of met right in the middle. I believe they might have been 3 wide at the time. He's going to go ahead and spit it on out, but No damage to the 08 machine. As we hear from Texas with 10 laps to go. Coming to 10 laps to go. And when we go back to green, I believe it'll be 9 laps to go. And looking at it, I believe pace truck lights were off. Pace truck lights are still on. So not gonna go green that next time by. Pace car down at a pit lane. Jordan Polley going to bring these drivers back to the green flag. He's going to get a little bit of a jump from TJ Hadley to get the go button. And there it is, a little bit of teamwork there between the 80 and the number 57. Going to drive on around the number 3 machine. Is Jordan Polly with the race lead with 8 laps to go. 4 wide once again. Mike White back here on the tip top outside. That's not going to work, Jeff. Well, they saved it. How in the world? Oh, no. He got sent to the Shadow Realm. The 19 able to get on around it. They ended up making it work for the majority of the time. It's going to be all nothing but Jordan Polly up here at the front. Here comes Gary Smith. Gary Smith to the outside. And he's going to try and take over the race lead here at Texas. His yellow flag out once again. Jeff No bringing it out. I'm going to go ahead and rewind that because as soon as it came on, that's where it went. And we got to get a good, there we go. We'll get the good old drone camera. See what happened here to Jeff No in the number 55, but 1 on your screen. Oh, he just comes down into the 31. Like it wasn't even there. The 8 obviously has no idea what's going on. The 8 is going to get tangled up inside of that machine. He's going to lock it down immediately. And Jeff No's going to try to drive on out of it. Does he hit pit road? Oh, he does. Oh, yeah, he would have got hit with that pit road penalty for unsafe pit entrance. Slows the car on down. And just immediately ends up towing to pit lane. I thought maybe he got hit or something, but he didn't. Just a little weird. Caution, the flag is back on out as we have 4 laps to go here tonight at Texas. So far it is a Jordan Polly in P number 1. In P number 2 is going to be Gary Smith. Is Pace Truck going to line these drivers back on up to get them back to going green? 3 laps to go. It's going to be the official green-white checkered. Is drivers going to come on back around. Going through turns number 3 and 4. Pace truck going to dive down into pit lane. Jordan Polly gonna have the hands on the button. TJ not gonna get up there and give him a little bit of a shot. Jordan able to get on by. Eddie Baker moving his way back up to P number 3, looking down to the inside. Gary Smith not giving him any room, not going to let him get down to the inside. Move him back there. Gary Smith up to P number 2. 2 laps to go. What can Gary Smith do to get on around the number 57? 57 is going to block severely like he's been doing all race long. Gary Smith down to the inside. Going to go ahead and get the 57 loose. He's going to turn him. Jordan Polly is not going to win the race. It's going to go to Gary Smith. Gary Smith through turns number 3 and 4 for the final time here at Texas. Should have won the race last week. He's going to come across the line in P number 1 here tonight. Second is going to be Eddie Baker. Third is going to be TJ Hadley. Fourth, Kevin Coleman. Fifth, Ryan Sizemore. Sixth, Justin White. Justin Potts. In 7th, Justin Osterman. In 8th. Jordan Polly wanting to show his displeasure with the number 3, but nobody allowing him to do so. As Gary Smith's going to be able to burn it on down. Adversity, adversity, adversity all the way in and through this pack. But while we're waiting, we're going to go ahead and get our top 3 into the broadcast booth, do a little bit of a in-race, and then get on out. While we wait for the top 3 to join the waiting room. Give them just a couple more minutes while they get ready to do that. If not, going to go ahead and bring up the final race results here tonight. First is going to be Gary Smith. Second is going to be Eddie Baker. Third is going to be TJ Hadley. Fourth, Kevin Coleman. Fifth, Ryan Sizemore. Sixth, Mike White. Seventh, Justin Potts. Eighth, Justin Osterman. 9th, Charles Whitehead. 10th, Jordan Polly. 11th, Jeff Lemire. 12th, Kerry Cleaver. 13th, Randy Schuler. 14th, Hunter Bogdan. 15th, Jay Moden. 16th, Jeff No. And 17th is going to be Robert Gillard. 18th will be Bryson Colwell. '19th is going to be Curtis Rogers, 20th Mark Robinson, 21st Cliff Corvo, and 22nd Mike Sabanovsky. Another driver is able to join the waiting room, so we're going to go ahead and do our closing ballots here tonight. But thank you, everybody, for joining along here tonight. I want to say thanks to everybody who's like, share, subscribe to CRN. Well, that's going to do it for myself out here for the Demon Truck Series at Texas. So you come along to Thursday night as the Cup Cars Ghost Cup Series is going to be at Texas as well. Well, that's going to do it for myself out here in the broadcast. My name is Dylan for CRN. Make sure you guys take care. Brush your hair.